Hello and welcome back to Tiberian Sun Firestorm. This is actually the last mission, which I've already actually completed. You might notice I have 2 in progress saves on the same day that I was doing mission number 9. I already recorded it. There was an audio issue towards the end where all of the game audio cut out, and I wasn't particularly happy with the way I handled the mission, so I figured, let's just re-record the whole thing. I'm probably still not going to be happy with the way I handle the mission, but whatever. It will have to do, I suppose. Excuse me, by the way. Keep burping for some reason. It's been like 2 weeks since I even tried to record anything, so I apologize if I screw something up. Hopefully I don't.
There are 3 control stations in this sector regulating Cabal's defenses. Capture these stations and retrieve the codes to disable his defenses. Reinforcements have arrived.
That's why, if you happen to be curious, the game crashed, but if you happen to be curious why I stopped all those soldiers from walking forward, that was actually why. This mission has crashed a few times so far, but hopefully it doesn't get too crazy. But you get reinforcements shortly after the start of that mission, so it can be a little bit helpful to keep your soldiers from wandering off and kind of group them together a little bit better so they can handle the situation. Well, they can handle the situation anyway. Those are elite nod units, whatever they're called. Forgot what they're actually called, but they're extremely effective. They're basically cyborgs, without the whole cyborg part of this thing. We'll try and move these guys over, and you guys have buggered off, so it doesn't matter. Grab you, and you. Wait for them to come back, because they will, because that's how they work. We'll move you away, because you're being rude. There is another group of cyborgs that is supposed to show up here. There it is. They took their sweet time showing up, but whatever. This is, we've got all our dudes left. Oh, never mind, we lost one. Which is fine, so we'll go ahead and repair that. Dump you guys actually not back in there because you're my offensive group and the game will just crash again. And now I don't feel like recording this mission again, except I already deleted the footage because I'm an imbecile. We could just let the mission play its script out at the start of this instead of trying to interrupt it. That might be making it slightly less stable. I don't know. I'll just let it do what it did like the first time I ran this mission. These guys all ran forward, they all engaged, they will win. The problem, of course, is that I will lose some people in the process of winning, which is what I was trying to avoid last time. Now what I could actually do is force... You guys are like all sorts of not in position to do this, but whatever. I can force the mission scripting to continue by having any unit actually get across this bridge to anywhere on the other part of the map, but obviously that does me no good if I'm in no position to actually protect it, but whatever. Again, dump you guys out. Move you over there, hope the game doesn't crash. So you guys need to now get across the bridge. We will get reinforcements here in a moment. Hello.
Unit lost.
Speaking of reinforcements, here it is. And we're going to immediately tell him to go down there. You guys are all going to go over there. You're actually going to turn around and hopefully not die. Preferably. Pretty much just hanging out with our MCV, getting the crap shot out of it at the moment, but don't worry about that, it'll be fine. We will have to repair it, obviously, but it does need to be somewhere other than over here. You can deploy it over there. It's of course not the end of the world, but it's not necessarily terribly efficient, so. We will be capturing all of that stuff in a moment, by the way, is why I'm not immediately blowing it up.
Yes, sir.
We're actually going to deploy over here, which is still not the most efficient location, but I don't have all day to wait for this thing to
New
move.
construction options.
So we're going to start repairing that in case of emergency. There's a cyborg for some reason. Don't know why.
Options.
Waiting orders.
Oh, we should actually have...
Construction complete.
So delete that. We should have another engineer. There he is. Which we will then dump inside of that. It's great. That thing will be there forever, because frankly I don't care. We might actually lose this guy. Yeah, we lost him. Oh. I forgot that thing builds cyborgs over there. It'll just keep building cyborgs, I think forever, but whatever. It's not the end of the world. We do have these guys, so it will do for now. And we can build those. Elite Cadre, that's what they're called. We can build those, so... We can also abuse the AI's tendency to attack things that they shouldn't be attacking. And basically just move that over there so they're distracted by trying to kill things. We will, of course, want to build some elite cadre here, so let's get that started.
Construction complete. Unit ready.
Hello. I don't actually want you to be over there anymore. Now the reason... There's another building over there. That one's just going to explode soon, so it doesn't really matter, but... The reason I want to be over here is not because of this pile. That pile is actually expendable and will not be there forever, unfortunately. Missile launch detected, and of course we have a freaking... That's gonna blow that up now, isn't it? Because we're not harassing it. It's gonna try, and it's going to succeed, unfortunately. Because we can't kill it because of the Tiberium that's there. Hooray, efficiency. I burnt my own freaking engineer to death. I also burnt that engineer to death. I will figure this out eventually. Anyway, what were we doing? We're building that. Let's go ahead and repair this with an engineer because it's actually cheaper at this point. Anyway, move you guys a little bit away from there. Let's get my harvesters to soak up some of this Tiberium that's near my base. Prepare to be shot by a lot of missiles, by the way. Like a lot of missiles. Also, there is our target. And we get shown a few other points. We get shown that, and that for no apparent reason, but there they are. Control your stay, I guess. Put that over there just so we have some more vision. Here, build one of those, go down here, build a bunch of tick tanks, because I like tick tanks. And a bunch of elite cadre. Build you there. Because I want to actually build some more Tiberium refineries over here because of this bridge. This bridge contains our salvation, otherwise known as the means with which we will make money, because there's a bunch of Tiberium over there. Actually, let's finish building that one. We'll deal with the 3 tick tanks for now. We have a ton of elite cadre, so they're basically our means of building cyborgs, which we otherwise, during this entire mission, we have no means of doing, so... You're still cleaning up Tiberium, that's fine. He's basically useless, but I do want him to clean this Tiberium up over here, because otherwise it's just going to be a nuisance. What we also need to build is a bunch of lasers. The reason I want a bunch of lasers is because Cabal has access to both GDI and NOD units. We will also want some stealth as quickly as we can.
Capture these stations and retrieve the codes.
But they have access to GDI and NOD, which means they have Orca bombers as well as Hover MLRS, unfortunately. Some of my tick tanks die. I have to work around the whole tick tanks being shot with missiles thing. But I also want a couple of lasers over here as well. And that's why I wanted the Tiberium to be away from here. Just kill him because we actually can. It's also why I wanted these rocket soldiers, because they will remove the Tiberium when they're trying to kill the things. There we go, back up. Unfortunately, he will continue sending cyborgs at us, which obviously produce Tiberium when they die, so... And I really do mean prepare to be shot with missiles a lot, because there's going to be a lot of missile shooting going on. So we need a tech center, need more tick tanks. We probably actually want a few artillery. Also, probably wouldn't be the worst thing to have some SAM sites, but I would rather have stealth before SAM sites, so...
Capture these stations and retrieve the codes to disable.
Also, don't blow up the
defenses.
stations, because it will immediately fail the mission. You do need to capture them in order to disable this infinite firewall he's got going on back here.
Unit ready.
I just lost my radar to bombers, unfortunately. Those bombers will land and immediately disappear. It's actually somewhat comical.
Building.
I believe they come from off-map, which is why they immediately disappear when they show up. Those, however, are probably going to blow up my power plant now, which is unfortunate, but whatever.
Cannot deploy.
Oh, it looks like they actually ran out of bombs.
Building.
The Nod bombers are complete garbage compared to the GDI bombers, unfortunately. Unfortunately for all parties involved, I suppose, but they are complete garbage in comparison.
Building.
Build a bunch of you, build a bunch of elite cadre because they're good. Now I do actually want more elite cadre than tick tanks for my first offensive here, which will be in this direction. And the reason for that, and the next offensive will be to the north because that's where the air base is. The reason for that is because there's a scripted EMP cannon.
Unit ready.
Are you shooting at him? Oh, okay. There's a scripted event that will occur
Boss.
slightly to the east of where my current base is. I don't want you to be too close to anything that will reveal itself.
Unit boss.
Do there, and we'll have to build another one, but that's fine. We're gonna lose that, which is gonna remove my stuff anyway. You're not deployed. Can you shoot him from there? You can. Good. Unfortunately, that will cause him to aggro. But they should, yeah, they should start shooting these lasers when they show up, which is why the artillery exists. Not to kill anything, but to distract things. Hang out over here. And then we'll kind of scatter them a little bit so they're not all right next to each other for missile death, which will inevitably happen anyway, but whatever.
Bombs.
We'll also want some stealth over here. I'm gonna move this guy because I don't like where he is. We'll put him...
Capture these stations.
I'll just put him down
and
here, it's
retrieve the
fine.
codes to disable his defenses. Construction complete.
Because I think we're just gonna put this here, and that should be a safe location for that. And there's no artillery directly adjacent to any stealth generators. It's possible those will get targeted by Orca bombers and blow up my stealth anyway, but
Construction complete.
I'll be alright. Prepare for a lot of him maniacally laughing in the background, by the way. Again, that's why that guy exists. I'll just have to keep an eye to make sure these lasers are maintained, otherwise that artillery is going to get murdered and I'll have to rebuild it, which makes me sad.
Harvester under attack.
Harvester, that's not where you're really supposed to be at this point. At this point, I don't care about the Tiberian because I don't believe any more Viceroids are going to show up. I believe there's just a few at the start to murder you, but... Yeah, we'll build another one of you. We'll build a bunch of SAM sites, basically just as ritual sacrifice
Construction
to Orca bomber gods, effectively. How far out can you go? You can go
Capture
one more.
these stations and retrieve the codes to disable his
Build some SAM
defenses.
sites here.
Missile launch detected.
We will also want a second MCV in case of emergency.
Construction
I should point out the AI can see through stealth, by the way.
ready. Building.
It doesn't matter that your base is completely stealthed and they have no way of actually seeing anything, they will fire missiles at your stuff anyway. I'll put that next to that because it'll
Cannot
explode.
deploy here. Building.
But anyway, here's where we get all our money. It is not an infinite source of money, unfortunately, but it is a source of money. I'll also build some SAM sites down there. Because we can. Not that it's necessary, just that because we can.
Building.
And then we'll need some more power. And some more elite cadre, not engineers, elite cadre.
Unit ready.
We'll probably just put 3 SAM sites in each base. That's not enough to actually do anything. You can't stop, excuse me,
complete.
an Orca bomber attack, it's not physically possible, but
Building.
they're primarily there for the Nod bombers, which take a while to actually drop their load.
Construction complete.
Wish I could build on that
Capture
side,
these
but I
stations
can't.
And retrieve the codes to disable his
Either.
defenses.
Probably end up exploding. Build a missile silo. There come the Orca bombers, if you're curious what that horrible sound in the background was. So something is going to die.
Yes, sir.
Orca bombers are basically small area carpet bombing, but they do astronomical amounts of damage. Unfortunately. Shoo there. We'll build another power plant. Oh, nope, apparently there are more Viceroids. Now see, these are going to die to the SAM sites without doing anything. In fact, they wouldn't do anything anyway, because they don't do enough damage. But the bombers are what I'm worried about. Which should have shown up. I heard them move, but apparently they have no interest in that. So we'll build a second MCV because emergency situations and more elite cadre.
Training.
We'll also want some rocket dudes.
Ready.
No helipads, because frankly I don't care, but we'll also want some rocket dudes at some point here.
For action. Yes, sir.
Unit ready. Construction.
In fact, maybe we'll
complete.
start building a few rocket dudes now to supplement our elite cadre army.
Unit ready.
We're gonna build another stealth generator over there, so it doesn't really matter.
Base under
Did
attack.
that just hit nothing? What's going on? Oh, okay.
Unit ready.
Unit ready.
We're gonna deploy that MCV down where it would originally be if you had just left it there. The reason I want it down here first is because it's a much faster start being able to get to this Tiberium early.
Training.
Sir. Sir, yes.
Unit ready. Unit
There's a
ready.
reason I'm building this much stuff.
Unit
So
ready.
we're all on the same page here.
Unit ready.
All of this stuff is probably going to die to juggernauts, unfortunately.
Unit ready.
This is just how it rolls, but
Unit ready.
one more power plant. This is the problem with building this much stealth capability for Nod, is that it requires an astronomical amount of power. And I don't want stuff too close together because missiles, you know the deal. Alright, now we've done that. Build a bunch of tick tanks. We'll build some artillery after that.
Ready for action. Yes, sir.
We are going to use
Capture
these tick tanks
stations
offensively,
And retrieve the codes to disable his defenses. Unit
primarily as a distraction or reinforcement after this might work. I don't know.
ready.
Send our army of infantry forward. They should trigger the script. They'll also probably trigger getting shot to death by something,
Ready.
such as the cost of life. And that's what I was worried about, is the juggernauts that are back there. But there's the script triggered.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Actually, no, we will want
Unit lost.
him because he's a threat to my infantry. We will want some aircraft to deal with these juggernauts. Those are juggernauts, by the way, if I've not mentioned that.
Unit lost.
They are fairly effective, all things considered. That's what I wanted to see. We're just gonna ravage through this base here and completely ignore most things. We're just gonna get the important stuff killed like that.
Unit ready.
All this power should probably be killed because it is powering something.
Building.
Let's build some helipads because we're gonna want them.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
Are we just gonna be using harpies?
Detected. Unit ready.
I don't know.
Unit
That was a
lost.
missile launch, by the way.
Base under
You know what, just attack that. You guys are done, it doesn't matter.
ready.
He blew up my freaking stealth generator, which is unfortunate.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit ready.
I don't know where to put this crap.
Unit lost.
Rebuild that stealth generator though. These guys are dead. This is the route they have to take to get up there, which is obviously why it's not an optimal route to be taking, but
Training.
whatever. Do I want more harvesters? No, I don't want more harvesters.
Unit
You guys over
lost.
there. I want to build or fire. I guess we could shoot this multi-missile at something. Shoot it at that, and then build some harpies.
Building.
I should kill that.
Unit
Never mind, it won't.
Construction
I almost made it. Alright, let's build you slightly further away from that nonsense and then build some more helipads for these harpies to be on. That is quite unfortunate. actually. Stop moving, stop moving,
Capture these stations
stop moving,
and retrieve the codes to
stop
disable
moving,
his
stop moving,
defenses.
stop moving, stop moving.
Ready.
Because otherwise they're gonna freaking drive halfway around the world to actually get to where they need to be. Are there any harvesters wandering around?
Harvester under
No,
attack.
you guys are just being shot. That's fine. I don't have any money. That's not good. That is not fine, as it turns out.
Under attack. On hold.
Cancel you, rebuild you,
Training.
sell that, because I need this thing to build.
Attack. Structure sold.
That harvester should be fine. There's very little chance he'll be killed anytime soon. But I need this bridge to be up, so...
Harvester under attack. Bridge repaired.
All of you guys are going back to work. What are you? Heavy transport, don't care.
Attack.
Go kill that for me. There's a small bug with this juggernaut. In fact, I'm actually gonna save. Save over that one. And again, we haven't had an in-progress one for ages, but save over that one. There's a small bug with this juggernaut. Stuff doesn't seem to attack it like properly at all, and I don't really know why. You can see they're set to attack,
Harvester under attack.
but for some reason it's very difficult to get aircraft to attack
Capture
him.
these stations and retrieve the codes
Appear to be
to
cooperating this
disable
time. A
his
lot of the
defenses.
time they'll fly over here, shoot it once, and then do nothing, which is obviously not very efficient. Go up the bridge again.
Training.
Nope. Nope, 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 nope.
Harvester under
Nope.
attack.
I think it's these artillery that are over here that I normally don't have this far up here. So I'll move those back down. Get you guys harvesting again. Yo, that is not an efficient harvesting location.
Harvester under attack.
I only have a harvester under attack? Oh. Well,
Under attack.
probably should build another harvester or two. But that's what's going on over there. There's a base. There's a bunch of orca bombers too. Which we may have bugged out the orca bombers now that I'm looking at that.
Building.
Let's deploy you guys down here.
Harvester under attack. Construction.
Get you guys to blow up another juggernaut for me, because there's a few around here and all of them need to die, unfortunately, but it is true. Alright, anyway, what we're doing, we're building some artillery, because we need some artillery. I want to use artillery to take that out. We could also use multi-missiles, actually, which I keep forgetting we have, because it's all the way down there,
Select
but...
target.
Because there's a bunch of SAM sites there, and we can use aircraft to take this out as well if we destroy the SAM sites.
Unit ready.
Like so. We're gonna have to do something about that freaking Viceroid at some point here, unfortunately.
Harvester under attack.
Let's get you, gather that. Build some. We're also gonna need some transports and other miscellaneous garbage like
Harvester
that
under attack.
at some point. Well, there's no way we're gonna kill this with harpies, by the way. I was just hoping to maybe distract him or something, I don't know. Can we just shoot at him? Will he come over here?
Harvester under attack.
He may just stay over there forever. That thing will shoot us, unfortunately.
Unit ready.
Oh, hello.
Harvester under attack.
Oh my lord, with the bridge exploding nonsense.
Training.
No, don't drive through the enemy base. It's not good for your health. I don't mess with artillery near important bridges.
Detected.
Yo, stop.
Bridge repaired.
That was missile launch, by the way. I know I heard it. Where'd it go, though? Apparently down here. That is fine.
Harvester under attack. Building.
What's up with you? Is everyone doing their thing properly?
Construction complete.
You guys can all hang out over here with these guys, and so can you. And probably get shot by something, I don't really care. Helipad? Just because all these guys can rearm at the same time, because I don't have 800 years to wait.
Construction complete. Harvester under attack.
Yo, why are you going over there? Don't do that. That is not optimal. You are also going over there.
Harvester under attack.
What are you doing? You're doing the right thing. I keep an eye on my harvesters until I get these juggernauts killed, man. They're just going everywhere. Right, back to the sick tanks. Back to firing multi-missiles and stuff. You guys can probably kill this one,
Waiting, yes, sir.
which would be good because they keep shooting the harvesters, unfortunately. Harpies don't do a lot of damage. Oh, there's freaking 2 juggernauts over here. They don't do a lot of damage, but they generally do enough damage to kill weak stuff like juggernauts.
Unit ready.
Blew up right there. There should be another group over here. Another one of these plus some SAM sites over there.
Unit ready.
Perfect.
Sir, unit reporting.
And in order to do some scouting,
Unit ready.
build a few buggies here to see what's going on over there. All those guys rearm.
Sir,
Ready.
yes, sir.
Should probably be careful about this giant group of expensive nonsense that are just built over there. Notice I'm not building obelisks of light. That's because they are expensive, and this is not a defensive mission. This is an offensive mission.
Unit lost.
Well, that was unfortunate missile placement. I think it just blew up one of my buggies too, didn't it? Yeah, it did.
Orders received.
Unit lost.
Alright, so that entrance is basically open. We're gonna need some more Tiberian refineries though.
Unit reporting.
You guys,
Orders received.
go over there,
Missile launch detected.
which may actually have been amazing timing considering a missile launch was just detected.
Harvester under attack.
Oh, it shot down there and blew up my
Harvester under attack.
other thing. Hello. I would shoot that with the tanks, but, you know,
Construction complete. Cannot
God dang it.
deploy here.
put another one.
Building.
And back to tick tanks. You're not tick tanks, you're tick tanks. Alright. What are you doing? Being in my way is what you're doing. Save you, because I need you. You're almost dead for some reason that I don't remember. Alright.
Unit ready.
Go ahead and just tell stuff to attack in that general direction. We'll figure it out from there. There are 2 bridges here. Hopefully they don't all explode. They shouldn't because we have enough units to just get over here fast enough to avoid that. Unfortunately, we appear to have aggroed those Orca bombers, which is unfortunate. Yeah, I know I can't deploy here. Shut up.
Capture these stations and retrieve the code.
This is also where a bunch of war factories are, but I don't think they actually build anything of importance.
Unit lost.
We will blow them up anyway because they exist, but I don't believe they do anything useful, so
Unit lost.
let's go ahead and deploy all of you guys. I frankly don't care what you're doing, just shoot stuff. Their job is for now done.
Cluster missile ready.
My cluster missile is apparently ready. This is the problem with fighting someone who has cluster missiles, is there ends up being a bunch of freaking potholes in your base, but whatever.
Select target.
You guys are just chilling out. There's a juggernaut over there. There's a Vaneholm monster somewhere in there. And I believe the rest of the base is up there, but we'll save our cluster missile for now. Actually, shoot it at that, because we can. Then we'll have these guys take that one out. The cluster missile is a fairly short recharge, so...
Unit ready.
And there goes the Orca bombers. And I think they've run out of ammo, because it looks like they're flying off map, or they're attacking my base, I don't know which. No, they're just flying off map.
Capture these stations.
This is fine.
and
This is
retrieve
suitable.
codes to disable his defenses. Unit ready. Missile launch
I
detected.
really wish I had some means of stopping missiles, but I don't, so...
Unit ready. Base under attack.
And apparently he has a seeker drone as well. He blew up my freaking stealth generator again.
Building.
I guess it doesn't matter, whatever. He can see us anyway, so...
Sir, unit reporting. Orders
The stealth generator is mostly so units don't attack things until we can fire back, but hang on there for now. So we were about to be attacked, and we're about to be attacked again, and I believe we have enough range to shoot back at them? No, we don't. Okay.
Sir, ready. Yes, sir. On my way. On my way.
We have enough damage to murder them, so I guess it doesn't really matter, but...
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Orders received. Yes, sir.
Get our move on over here. My base is under attack for some reason. Hello.
Unit ready.
Ooh, one of my lasers at some point there. That's a bit rude, isn't it?
Unit ready.
One of the things we have to capture is actually inaccessible unless we have
Capture these stations
subterranean
and retrieve
units.
the codes to disable his defenses. Unit ready.
I'm not sure you guys are even going to be able to kill that, but this is where all of the
Unit ready.
aircraft stuff gets done over here, so I don't believe he'll ever repair that. And it's now dead, so it doesn't matter. Alright. Back to doing what? What do we want to build? Probably just continue building tick tanks. Devil's tongues aren't going to be very good. That's an orca fighter, so I don't really care. That's a lot of subterranean stuff, so I probably should care.
Harvester under attack.
Why is my harvester under attack? I don't know. Either way, he's fired some missiles over here, because there's a bunch of helipads over here. As I blow up one. Hooray, efficiency. Do you guys have anything else to shoot at? Nothing that's relatively safe. Unfortunately, I'd blow up that laser, but that laser's not really a threat to me at this point, so whatever.
Stations and retrieve the codes to disable
It's just
defenses.
keep building tick tanks for now, I guess.
Missile launched.